As soon as I finally understood what XRP was all about, my head was utterly blown away and absolutely broken. In light of the fact that more than 90% of my investment portfolio is comprised of XRP, I have developed a fixation with delving deeply into Ripple and XRP and investigating the complexities of its architecture. When I made my initial investment, I was under the impression that I had a firm understanding of XRP as well as the technology that underpins Ripple. On the other hand, when I began to peel back layers and question parts that I hadn't previously, I started digging up answers to questions that I had been wondering about Ripple for a very long time. This voyage prompted me to ask even more questions, with each answer being more illuminating than the one before it. As a result, I was compelled to acquire a more in-depth comprehension of Ripple's technology. The insights that I have come upon are, to put it mildly, stunning and emotionally moving. They present a picture of the potential of XRP that is much more hopeful than I had ever dreamed it could be. The way I have always approached investments in cryptocurrencies has been consistent. Nevertheless, the new understandings I have obtained are prompting me to reevaluate my approach to XRP investors. It is with great excitement that I present these discoveries to you in this video, which will trace my journey from my original perceptions of XRP and Ripple to the present day. Developing those thoughts and finally addressing the core question that brought you here, which is, how much higher can the price go? Greetings, members of the Shiba Inu Land family, and thank you for visiting your go-to location for breaking news about XRP. Before we get into the specifics of today's wonderful updates, I would like to get a favor from you immediately. You may become a member of our wonderful community by showing your support for us by giving that like button a good smash, subscribing to our channel, and ringing the notification bell. If you enjoy the stuff that we produce, please send us some support. In addition, I have some really wonderful news. Just as we are getting close to reaching the 60,000 subscriber milestone, we are getting ready to host a magnificent XRP giveaway. The participation process is really simple and only requires 3 steps. You won't want to miss out on this opportunity, so make sure you stay tuned for further information. It is also important to remember to include the hashtag MoneySide in your comments in order to guarantee that you will be considered for the contest. With the goal of getting to the core of the matter, Ripple is primarily concerned with 2 functions: the facilitation of international payments and the operation of a liquidity hub. At first, my comprehension turned out to be rather elementary. In my opinion, XRP is a solution that is both cost-effective and efficient for international money transfers. Something that has the potential to be beneficial to personal users such as myself and you, as opposed to existing services that are inefficient and expensive, such as Western Union. Over the course of time, my viewpoint altered as Ripple promoted the usefulness of its platform for institutional transactions. This gave a new dimension to my comprehension, bringing to light the relevance that extends beyond the scope of individual application. When I thought about the possible influence that this could have on the value of XRP, I became excited at the notion of massive quantities of money flowing through it. Nevertheless, a more in-depth investigation revealed that the role that XRP plays in transactions is ephemeral, hardly lasting a few seconds. It is comparable to being a witness to the performance of a financial symphony when one comprehends the Ripple payment procedure. Think about this. There is a sender in the United Kingdom who wants to send money in British pounds. Initially, these pounds are converted into XRP, and then they are transferred to the XRP wallet of the beneficiary. Additionally, the XRP is converted into the recipient's native currency after it has arrived at its destination. Surprisingly, the entirety of this transaction takes place in just 3 or 4 seconds, and it does so while incurring only a modest amount of expenses. It would be an understatement to call this efficiency revolutionary. Imagine for a moment that a financial institution uses Ripple's technology to facilitate its transactions, thereby transferring billions of dollars using XRP. Upon initial inspection, one could have the impression that this would cause the price of XRP to skyrocket. Nevertheless, taking into account that our present pricing is somewhere around 30-something cents, the flow of billions of dollars through XRP in a matter of seconds would result in a sudden increase in price, which would then be immediately followed by a return to its initial level. This kind of volatility is neither acceptable nor sustainable for Ripple's goals and ambitions. Price swings that are irregular are not what they are going for. The most important thing is stability. In order to ensure that transactions involving enormous sums do not cause disruptions in the market, the price of XRP needs to be secure enough to accommodate substantial swings without experiencing excessive change. It is crucial that it exhibits features that are comparable to those of a stablecoin. An intriguing parallel is provided by David Schwartz, one of the most influential minds behind Ripple, which throws light on this topic. Imagine if you tried to buy a home worth $1 million with Bitcoin at a time when the value of one Bitcoin was only $1.100. The price would go up if the buyer were to acquire sufficient Bitcoin to complete the deal, but the price would go down when the seller turned the Bitcoin back into fiat currency. It would have been impractical to use Bitcoin for such a purchase because the price volatility would have been so dramatic. Considering that the value of Bitcoin has recently surpassed $10,000, it is now possible to acquire $1 million worth of it without significantly impacting the market. Because of the increased price, a smaller proportion of the total Bitcoin supply is required for large transactions. As a result, assets with a high value are better suited for making significant payments. The importance of this idea cannot be overstated, particularly when considering the possibility of high-value transactions involving cryptocurrency. What this indicates for the future pricing of XRP and its capacity to function as a transactional currency is something that has piqued my interest. According to the observations made by David Schwartz, a considerable increase in the price of XRP is required in order for it to operate efficiently in large-scale financial exchanges. Take this into consideration. The market would be significantly influenced by a transaction for $1 million in Bitcoin when the price was only $100. Take this line of reasoning and apply it to XRP at its present price. A transaction of this nature would similarly destabilize the market, highlighting the fact that XRP cannot function as a viable currency at this pricing point. After coming to this revelation, my curiosity and excitement about the possible development of XRP have been fueled. Imagining the evolution of XRP into a currency that is capable of being used for both ordinary transactions and as a middleman in significant financial trades keeps me awake at night thinking the possibilities. It is necessary to have an awareness of the price stability of the payment option during transactions in order to make progress toward a payment option that is feasible for both the general public and large institutions. Even for a brief period of time of only 4 seconds, it is necessary to use a two-pronged approach in order to arrive at a price that lends support to the utilization of XRP as a broad currency. First and foremost, it addresses the practicality of Ripple technology for the common individual, making it possible to conduct money swaps in a quick and effective manner. In the event that XRP reaches a larger value, its usefulness will increase, making it possible to conduct a wider variety of transactions. These transactions include payroll procedures as well as common purchases, such as flowers or even a chocolate eclair. And for those who are not familiar with this delectable dessert, I strongly suggest that you hunt it up in the United States. We will find ourselves engaged in transactions using XRP and Ripple's technology in the not-too-distant future, and most of the time we will not even be aware that we are taking part in these transactions. The intricate workings of these transactions, which are essential for establishments, will be carried out anonymously behind the scenes, and the average consumer will be oblivious to them. This seamless integration is a component of the larger goal, which includes the transformation of the price of XRP from its current condition to a value that is more stable, which plays an important role. By providing incentives for institutions to use the XRP they already possess for transactions that are more efficient and cost-effective. For the sake of rendering this idea more understandable, let's take Uber as an example. While Uber is responsible for managing payments on a worldwide scale, drivers are responsible for completing rides, receiving payments,